Hello everyone, I am Caroline Isaiah and we are here with our Sunday chat. So I want to talk about the wilderness season. It's so very, very long and you say, God, when am I going to be out of this season? When is change coming? I believe that everything is prophetic. I had a big cup of change this week and I dropped it not once, but twice. The first time I dropped it in the laundromat and it scattered all over and I was so frustrated. The second time I dropped it in my own home and I sat down, and when I went to pick it up this time, I started to cry. The Lord had me into a mourning season, a mourning. I didn't even know what I was mourning until that very moment when I dropped the change on the ground, not once, but twice. First of all, God's showing that change is coming, that wilderness season will be no more. And the Lord had showed me, because he audibly spoke to me, that you're in a mourning season. You're grieving your life now because it's not always going to be your life. You're coming out of that old and into the new. And sometimes it's sad to leave the old man. Sometimes it's sad to leave what's comfortable. Why does God have us in a wilderness season for so long? First of all, when we make mistakes, a lot of times we'll make the mistakes not once, not twice, not three times, but dozens of times until we finally get it. God can minister to us over and over and over how correction works or how things work in the kingdom of heaven. And we just don't get it. We don't get it. We don't get it until we make the same mistake over and over and over. And God will have you in that wilderness season until you're ready. Till you're ready to change your pattern. Till you're ready to change the way you doubt God, or your lack of faith, or your lack of trust, or your lack of patience, or your lack of self-control. All which I am guilty of. God will have you in that season until you're ready to make the next step. And you'll have to keep going over the mistakes until you get it right, until you say, oh, wait a minute. This is how I do this. This is how I repent. This is how I come out of agreement with it. This is how I pull down these strongholds. This is how I destroy. This is how I change. This is how I uproot. This is how I uplift. This is how I get to that transformation. Transformation means that you're unrecognizable, even to yourself. God's going to do it. He's going to bring change. But in the waiting, you're gaining so much wisdom that can